Generations of cuddling couples have taken advantage of the one-town heart check service that is San Francisco.
San Francisco is one of the few cities where it has everything you can want.
I mean, you have the bay, you have the bridge lights, you have a beautiful lady next to you. It's just fantastic.
The kissy face conditions could not be more ideal than what you'll find at Epic Steak.
We're here on the waterfront. The view is phenomenal. You look over my shoulder, you see the bay lights, which just makes this a magical place. What could be more romantic than that?
We got married here.
Proposed to her out right on the waterfront right there as well.
You and your sweetheart could snuggle up under the stars and enjoy the company of another great duo, Surf and Turf, in the Epic Meal for Two.
Epic Dinner for Two is a great surf and turf and a little bit of a step above the rest because it's just very indulgent. And it's the perfect date night dish to share.
Chef Park starts with the steak. A 32-ounce bone-in tomahawk ribeye.
The ribeye is the king of steaks. The tomahawk comes from the bottom of the ribeye where create the dramatic presentation with the longer bone.
Wrapping the bone in foil is all about looking good for date night.
That protects the bone from charring. If we didn't, the bone's just going to turn black and it won't be very pretty at the table side.
Chef seasons the meat with herbs, olive oil, and sea salt before searing it on a 600-degree grill for 30 minutes.
After a few minutes, we'll want to start to rotate that steak to start to create that crust all over. You can see it's starting to get a nice char on top. The fat is sizzling. It's doing its thing.
As the beef begins to brown, Chef Park moves on to the sauce, crafting a tangy chimichurri out of garlic, oil, vinegar, and herbs.
Chimichurri sauce really pairs well with the steaks. That salty crust that the steaks get really complement the garlic.
As well as the heat from the jalapeno, seeds and all.
You can smell the inside of that jalapeno and it really just gets your mouth watering right away.
When it comes to the surf aspect, size matters. Check out this 2-pounder from me.
If you're trying to impress your date, this is the way to go for sure.
Chef Park salts the water so our tender twosome will get a true taste of the Atlantic.
It's a very unrefined salt, so it still has all the minerals and the flavor of the ocean.
Our buoy buddy boils for 7 minutes.
It's a beautiful color. It's going to be very dramatic on the plate.
Then gets paired up with the Mega Meat Hammer.
They're both visually stunning in themselves, and when you add them together, it makes it even more stunning.
He surrounds the romantic duo with sumptuous sauces and summer squash.
Here's our epic dinner for two, the perfect date night meal.
Really good.
Feels like we've just drawn out of the ocean. That is so fantastic.
Surf and turf, but on an epic level.
Chimichurri is the bomb. You can't have a steak any better or a lobster any better. They're cooked to perfection.
The red meat pairs perfect with all the sauces that they make. The lobster's amazing.
And I love that they say it's epic for two, but it's kind of for four. If you start with the lobster, it's very rich, but it's lighter. And then you get into the steak, and it's even more intense.
The epic meal for two is the perfect date night dinner.
For San Francisco grade romance levels, Epic Steak is the place for a truly epic evening.